First of all, thanks for letting me speak, and thanks for letting me speak early. Again, my name's John Paschen. I'm a pediatrician here from Ames, and I've been here being a pediatrician since 1990 for almost 28 years. The question I get asked a lot on the campaign trail is why I'm doing this. And we all have our reasons for being a candidate, especially in this election. Many of them are kind of similar. But I've noticed that my focus, the things I talk about, I'm talking about them because they're children's and young people's issues. And I'm a pediatrician, and this is what I know. These are the issues that I'm focusing on, and these are the issues that I feel strongly about. The Affordable Care Act, the importance of reestablishing it, repairing it, but not repealing it, affects our children directly. Immigration reform, DACA recipients, the importance of giving a path for citizenship for immigrants who might not be here legally but have been here for a time, their families and children associated with that. Mental health issues affect adolescents and young people, young adults throughout the state of Iowa, and needs to be fixed, and I've got a couple of ideas for that, and I'm going to be glad to talk to anyone about it, but I only got 3 minutes, so I can't do that. Education reform, especially the cost of education, that affects our young people also. It affects the fact that they can't come back to Iowa and many of our small towns to work because they have too big of a debt. And now, the shootings at Parkland. The students at Marjorie Stoneman Douglas, excuse me, lived with the specter of Columbine their whole life, and they're now showing us that this is not acceptable. And we, as voters and Democrats, and also who care about our children, need to stand up with them. We need to support them. We need to give them our, we need to continue to talk about gun control, and we need to follow their example. We need to stand for appropriate, common sense gun laws, including an assault rifle ban. As difficult as that may be to talk about here in Iowa, which, for good or bad, has a gun culture. But we need to continue to talk about it, especially as the spring and summer come up. I mean, think about this gun issue and these slaughters that happen at our school. If a disease came into a high school and killed 17 people in the prime of their life within 11 minutes, we would be descending on that school. We would have so many resources pulled to find out why it happened and how to prevent it from happening again. And so that's kind of how we have to look at this gun issue. It's a children's issue. It's a young person's issue. The other day, I was contacted by one of my families. They have a young man who is now 21 years old who has severe medical and intellectual disabilities. He's aging out of my practice, so we've been working on getting him an adult doctor. And they told me that we found a good one for him, and they're going to be very happy with her. They think it'll work out well. But they did mention that they're going to miss me. They didn't talk about my clinical acumen, about my acumen, about the way that I make diagnoses. But what they complimented me on was my ability and willingness to listen, and the fact that I've always worked for solutions for them. They also shared with me that things are not going well. Their home health nurses are being cut, so now only one of them can work outside the home. The other one has to stay home with their son because he needs constant medical care. The money's running out, and they don't know how long they can last. I cannot help them in my role as a physician, but maybe in Congress I can. I know I'm running my focus is clear, and I hope you support me. My name is John Paschen. Thank you very much for letting me talk.